Imagine this. You're standing in the heart of Dubai, the world's most extravagant city, where modern skyscrapers rise like steel giants from the desert floor. And above all these giants towers one impossible creation. BURJ KHALIFA, soaring 828 meters into the sky, nearly 3 times taller than the Eiffel Tower, piercing through the clouds like a monument carved for the gods. In 2010, this megastructure was unveiled to the world, instantly becoming a global icon. People called it the tallest building on Earth, the boldest architectural marvel ever attempted, and one of the most challenging engineering feats in human history. So the real question is, how did engineers calculate hurricane-level winds, reinforce a concrete and steel spine, and defeat the extreme desert environment to make the impossible? Welcome to MegaRise. Let's uncover the answer. Modern Dubai is known for its massive skyscrapers and futuristic skyline. But at the start of the 21st century, this was nothing more than an endless stretch of scorching desert, where summer temperatures easily reached 50 degrees Celsius. And in that harsh, unforgiving landscape, someone asked a question so insane it seemed laughable. How could anyone build megastructures here? Investors doubted it. Engineers questioned it. Most people simply said, impossible. But from that very skepticism, Dubai stepped into the game of gods. There are 2 ways to reach the sky. The safe way, build slightly taller than the world record. Break it by a few meters. The suicidal way, build something so tall it forces history to rewrite itself. Dubai chose the second option, not just to break the record, but to erase the concept of limits. Here, wind is the silent enemy of every skyscraper. Architect Adrian Smith and the team at SOM proposed a design unlike anything ever seen, a Y-shaped structure inspired by the desert flower Hymenocallis. 3 wings spreading outward like petals, splitting wind, disrupting vortexes, preventing pressure from gathering at any single point. A decision that went against every conventional rule. If miscalculated, the entire project would collapse. But if done right, it would become the torch of the 21st century. But in reality, it was a nightmare on paper. It sounds simple. Lay the foundation, build the core, install the spire. Just 3 lines, as if building an ordinary tower. But BURJ KHALIFA does not exist in the realm of ordinary. The desert is a silent destroyer, shifting sand, salty groundwater, heat stratification by altitude, and swirling wind patterns wrapping around the tower's form. Every element is a trap. Every step is a walk on the edge of disaster. To anchor the tower, engineers drove 192 concrete piles 50 meters deep, piercing through soft sand to reach solid rock. They didn't use regular concrete, but self-compacting, salt-resistant, high-strength concrete, capable of surviving the brutal desert chemistry. Above this lies a 3.7-meter thick concrete raft, acting like a hidden iceberg beneath the desert floor. Engineers described it as driving a colossal sword into the heart of the sand. normal concrete expands in heat. In this desert furnace, that expansion could crack the building. So engineers created M70 concrete, one of the strongest mixes ever used at scale. They poured concrete only at night. They mixed chilled water and even ice flakes to cool it. On some days, if the temperature spiked unexpectedly, the entire construction had to stop. One small mistake, and the 828-meter tower could become a massive, twisted needle in the desert. Burj Khalifa wasn't built straight up. It spirals as it rises. Every few dozen floors, the structure steps back and narrows, reducing wind load. With each completed level, the environment changed. At ground level, 40 degrees Celsius of humid heat. At 700 meters, temperatures drop 8 degrees Celsius and wind speeds increase by 60%. Workers labored in a world that was half inferno, half heaven. When the tower surpassed 600 meters, the world held its breath. No one believed it could go higher, but the builders had a secret. They built another tower on top of the tower, the 140-meter steel spire. No crane on Earth could lift it from the ground. So they assembled it in midair, piece by piece, like mounting the mast of a ship swaying in a storm. Each lift battled 3 winds, a hot updraft from the desert floor, blasting sand upward, a sharp crosswind from the Persian Gulf, and violent high-altitude vortex winds twisting around the structure. Below them, the roaring Sheikh Zayed Road. Above them, the silent stars. And between those worlds, men hung from steel frames, calculating every breath, every step, carving their names into the sky with zero room for error. Burj Khalifa is a masterpiece of advanced engineering. Its aerodynamic form twists to cut wind pressure. Its custom insulated glass shields it from the Middle Eastern sun. Its layered air conditioning network works like arteries, pushing cool air almost a kilometer upward. But the true greatness doesn't lie in the machines. It lies in the 12,000 people who built it. Pakistani laborers, European engineers, Japanese specialists, American architects, all standing under the same blazing sun, building a shared dream. No one spends their entire career on a single project. But for Burj Khalifa, many did, staking their lives on a monument destined for history. They hung from scaffolds where one misstep meant disappearing into the desert dust. They measured every millimeter. Every movement mattered, because failure would make Burj Khalifa the biggest money-burning monster Dubai ever created. But success would make it a star of humanity. When the sun sets over the Persian Gulf, Burj Khalifa doesn't simply stand on the ground. It stitches the glowing sky to the golden city below, a silver needle through the night. It doesn't just connect 213 floors. It connects people with ambition. Here, we witness nature's limits, bent by human will, not to show off wealth, but to prove a greater truth. Every time humanity touches its limits, we build a new milestone to surpass them. Burj Khalifa is living proof that humans can conquer what once seemed infinite. It transformed Dubai and inspired the world, showing that building an 828-meter tower is possible when intellect, creativity, and relentless determination join forces. This tower is a declaration. Humanity doesn't just live under the sky. We rise and rewrite it.